Yeah, so we'll start session. I hope my screen and voice is clear for you. Please confirm in the chat box. So if there is any issue, please let me know in the screen or voice. Okay. So I hope it's fine. In the last session, okay, so what we discussed, can you respond in the chat box? Or you can unmute and talk to me. Yes, guys. I hope you people are present in the last class, right? Please tell me what we discussed exactly, especially only in the last class, but not in the past classes, only in the last class. Okay? Only in the last class. Yeah. Yeah, Sadia, you can ask the question. Yeah, guys.
Hello, sir. Can I ask the question?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, so last class I wasn't here, so I was watching the recording and trying to install the Python, and I did it. And there you were saying that there was like there were two boxes we have to check.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it, and
In,
I don't have a window. I have a Mac. Is it? It's
no
that's
problem.
why
Yeah, no problem. Is it working now?
I'm not sure. That's why that's the
Okay.
thing.
Oh, just wait. We'll check it in the last. Okay, no?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you.
Same installation process, same in the Mac or Windows.
Actually, it's pretty different. It's
No,
not the same. That's why I have to do it with the
oh,
YouTube.
we'll check it in the last. Okay, just remind.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So okay, fine. Okay, good. So in the last session, I discussed about the versions of Python. Good, sir. Some of your friends has responded here. We discussed here versions of the Python and installation of the Python. Okay, na? So if you observe from the last two classes, we were discussing about the Python only. Anybody new today? Anybody first class today? Please let me know. We started Python. From the Python, we completed 2 sessions. That is 2 hours session we completed. In the 2 hour session, last 2 hour session, we discussed about like Python. Okay, like what is Python, why Python, where we use Python. Okay, and also the applications of Python. Then after that, how to download, how to install, along with versions of the Python. Okay, these all we discussed in the last 2 sessions about the Python. Anybody new today as a first day? Please let me know. Okay. Srikanth Vemuri, are you new? And Sundar Raj. Okay. Yes or no? You can respond in the chat box. See, if you are in online, everyone should respond, especially if I call you with your name. Definitely how to respond, sir. Please try to respond. So whenever I ask you specific name, if I call with a specific name, okay now?
No, sir.
You are the first day.
No, sir.
No. Okay, good. So I think in case if anybody are the first day also, please don't worry. Okay, just we started the Python. Okay, as a part of this Python full stack course, just we started Python and we completed Python 2 classes. In case if anybody are missing the classes, after 3 demo sessions, then 2 regular class we completed. Total 5 sessions, I think, right? Total 5 sessions we completed. In case if anybody are absent, okay, or not listened, please go through recorded videos. And after that, if you have any doubts, you can discuss with me in the classroom itself before starting of the class or end of the class. If you have any queries, you can ask me. You can feel free to ask any doubts whenever you are listening the class. Not only here, not in the live session, even in the recording session also. Whenever you are listening the class, if there are any doubts, you can note all the doubts in your notes. And the next day, you can ask with me. You can discuss with me. Okay, right. So you can feel free to ask any doubts. I am here to clarify your doubts. Okay, fine. So, okay then. So if you observe, just let me revise in the 2 minutes. In the last 2 sessions, I discussed about the Python. As a part of this Python, okay, we started like part 1. That is the introduction to Python, right? So as I said, total Python I classify into 4 parts. Part 1, introduction to Python. Part 2, fundamentals of Python. Part 3, core Python topics. Part 4, advanced Python topics, right? So I started first part, the introduction to Python. In the introduction, we discussed about like what is Python, like it is a programming language or scripting language. And this Python was developed by Guido van Rossum. He's a computer scientist and he started development in the year of 1999. And the first public release was in the year of 1991, February 20th. Okay. And then I discussed about the applications of the Python. Means exactly where you use this Python in the real time. These are not only limited applications. In the demo session, I given the more and more applications of the Python. You also should note all those points, all those applications. Okay. Like Python, we are using the latest technologies like AI, ML, means artificial intelligence and machine learning. Then IoT, Internet of Things, data science. We are also using Python for web development using the Django Flask frameworks. Then gaming development, desktop applications. We can do all these using the Python. Okay, right. And after that, I explained about the versions of Python. Okay, so total Python versions are classified into 3 series, right? 1.x series, 2.x series, and 3.x series. Okay, no? 1.x, 2.x, and then what? 3.x series. But right now, this 1.x series totally expired. Okay, here I given in detail about each and every version of the Python. So if you observe here, Python 1.0 version is introduced in the year of 1994 January. And right now it is currently expired, means deprecated or outdated. We don't need to talk, we don't need to discuss about this. Okay, and even we cannot download this Python 1.0 series version from the official website, that is python.org. I showed in the last session to you, right? And next, Python 2.0 version is introduced in the year of 2000 October. And then right now we are using this 2.x series also. Next, Python 3.0 version is introduced in the year of 2008 December. And right now, Python versions are available in the 2 series. They are 2.x series and 3.x series. And Python current versions in the 3.x series is 3.12. However, we also can find some subversions in this 3.12 also. And then 2.x series is 2.7. Right now, these versions are going on. We are using these latest versions. Okay. Now I shown how to download, how to install the Python software also. Okay. So here I said just you can type Python or Python download. Now you can find the official website, or you can click directly this download the latest version. Then you can move to that link directly. Okay. You can click on this download Python install manager. Okay. That is going to downloads. I showed in the last session how to install also. Okay. If you have Windows, you can go for Windows. If you have Mac, you can go for Mac also here. Okay. And if you want all releases, also I shown to you. If you scroll down, you can see the older versions also or previous versions also. Everything, right? So here you can find each and every Python version and the release date, download link, and notes about the particular version of the Python. Everything you can find here. Okay, right. And after that, I shown to you how to install also. Okay, how to install also. After downloading the Python file, you can double click on that file. Now you can see this type of screen. Here, you can choose these 2 checkboxes and then you can click on this install now, and that is going to install in where C drive by default. In case if the C drive is full, you can go for this next option, custom installation. This allows to install in the different folder or different drive like D drive or E drive, something like that. Okay. So once if you click on, once if you choose these 2 options and if you click on this install now, then you can move to the next screen. It's going to show that setup in progress like this. Then finally, within few seconds, it's going to install. Then you will get finally one confirmation message setup was successful. That's it. Okay, this is what I shown in the last session. Now, after that, I was asking to check whether this Python software is installed or not in your system. Okay, for that, we can open the command prompt or terminal. So in the Windows, it is called here command prompt. In the Mac, it is called here terminal. Okay, so in my system, I have a Windows. Okay, so don't worry, even though if it is a Mac or Windows, programs we are going to run same way. Program Python coding syntaxes will not be changed operating system to operating system. Understood? Maybe in the installation little bit different, but in the program part everything is same. Even if you use Windows or Mac. Okay, right. So here after opening the command prompt, just you can type here Python or Py also you can type Py or Python. So here see. Here it is showing the Python installation 3.13. Okay, right now 3.13 is the latest one. Okay, 3.13. In that we also have some subversions. In my system, I have a 3.13.7. Okay, so in that way, you can check whether the Python software is installed in our system or not. Okay, now here you can type something. Okay, so I shown in the last session, right? Something like print of, say for example, let's type something. Hare Krishna. Like this, you can type something in the print statement, that message will be printed here. Like the same way, x10, x you can print. Without print also, we are able to print these values like this. This is a Python shell. Okay, I'm going to explain in detail today about this. So, right now I'm closing this one. Now, let me discuss about modes of writing Python code or Python programs. Okay, modes of writing the Python code. Here, we can write the Python code in two ways. One is interactive mode and second one is batch mode. Okay, there are two types of modes to write the Python code. One is interactive mode and second one is batch mode. Let me discuss in detail about this. First of all, interactive mode is what? See, interactive mode means just now whatever I opened through command prompt. Let's open once again. So just you can explore about the command prompt or terminal and click on this option. Now this is a command prompt or I can say terminal. From this command prompt or terminal, we are connected to we are connecting to Python. Okay, we are connected to Python. How? By using Python command or Py command you can use and you can press enter button. We connected to Python means it is actually called Python shell. Let me type here. You can note some terminologies, very important terminologies. Don't confuse. Okay, this is called actually Python shell. This area, after typing Python command or after typing Py command, you can type Py or Python, anyone. After typing, if you press enter button, then we can see here 3 times greater than symbol. Na? Here we are able to write what? Python instructions. So this is called actually Python shell area. Python shell area. So what is the use of this Python shell? What we can do here means, here we can write the Python statements or Python instructions. Okay, we can write the Python statements or Python instructions and we can execute them without saving your programs. Without saving your programs, we can type and execute them and we can also see the result in the same screen itself only. Okay, just now as I shown. For example, let me do the addition of the two values. Suppose A equal to 10. Okay, B equal to 5. If you want, you can print this AB using the print function, or directly also you can print A value, B value. Then let me do the addition. A plus B can do, or if you want to store into one more, okay, one more symbol that is called actually variable. Here A, B are called here variables. We'll discuss. We have a separate topic for this variable. Okay. Here A, B are the variables. These variables are used to store the values. Now we are storing the 10 value into A, value 5 into B, like that. So generally in the programming languages, if you want to store any values, the values we are going to store where? In the variables. Here A, B are the variables. Like the same way here, I am taking one more variable. For example, add equal to, this add is a one more variable. In this add variable, I will store the result of the addition A, B. How to do that? A add equal to A plus B. That's it. Then you can print this result, add. That's it. Understood? So, however, directly without storing also you can do here. But if you want to use this result somewhere, you have to compulsory store into one variable. Okay, that we'll see in detail in the next. We are going to use, we are going to use so many variables. We are going to have so many programs here. And this is a Python shell. Okay, here, as I said, we can type the instructions and we can execute them. And we can see the result also without saving your program. See, I did not save. Just I opened the command prompt. I connected to Python shell. Then I started typing some statements, immediately executing and giving the response also. Means giving the result also. It is very fast. So this Python shell, why we have to use and when to use, means if you want to execute simple Python statements or simple Python instructions, or if you want to test simple Python expressions, if you want to test or execute quickly, then you can use this Python shell. Understanding, guys? If you want to execute the Python instructions or any Python statements or any other Python instructions or expressions, if you want to execute without saving your programs and fast, that too fast, then you can use what? This Python shell. Okay, right. So this is called actually what I said. First one, what is that? Interactive mode. So here, why we are calling here interactive mode? Because the way we are writing the Python instructions are just like interactive mode, interaction way. Like we are giving the input and it is giving the output. We are giving input, it is giving the output like that. Input, output like that. That's why it's just like a communication, interaction between two persons. That is why it is called here interactive. Okay, no? Right. So second way is batch mode. Okay. So before going to the batch mode, see, we also can use this interactive mode one more way. But right now I open this interactive mode using the command prompt or terminal. Okay, command prompt or terminal. Again, if you want to come back from the this Python shell to command prompt, you can use here. We'll try with exit. See, if I type exit, we can come back to our command prompt. Now this area is not Python. This area is not Python. It is a command prompt area. Okay. So once if we type the exit here, we can exit from this Python shell area. Now here you cannot type the Python instruction. Suppose a equal 10, if you do like this, now this is not. This will not work. Understood? Right. So this is a Python shell. One more way also I will show to you how to use a Python shell one more way. Let me close this. Now let's explore about Python like this. See, whenever we type here Python, you can see one option, ideally. Okay, ideally. Let me click on this. It is one app. Means already we installed Python software now. If we install the Python software, we will get this IDE also. Let me click on this. If I click on this, we can see, okay, this screen like this. It is also what here? Python shell only. Here also, whatever I typed simple instructions in the command prompt, okay, I mean, through command prompt, we connected to Python shell. Na? There, whatever the instructions I typed here, same instruction you can type here also. For example, once again, let me use here x equal to value, y equal to some value. This time we'll do the multiplication. Okay, let's use here MUL equal to x into y. Then we'll print x value 10, this is y value is 20. Then multiplication mul is a 200. Understanding all of you? This is also what here? Python shell only. Okay, this is also what here? Python shell only. Okay, let me increase the font. You can increase the font here if you want. Okay, styles also can take if you want. Okay, you can set up the styles, sizes, whatever you want. Right. So, okay. Fine then. Let me keep it like this. So it is also Python shell. Fine. Now, what is batch mode? So batch mode means here what we do, we can write the set of Python instructions or set of Python statements. Not only one or two lines. We are going to write, one business logic, or we can write one, one program that may having the multiple lines or multiple instructions. Okay, we are going to write the Python program in a file format. That file we can save and we can run it. Okay, so that file is called here Python file only. That file may contain the one or more Python instructions, and all these instructions we can execute at a time. Okay, we can save and we can execute at a time. And this file we can use at any time. Today you can use, tomorrow you can use, that will be saved permanently in your system. Okay, let me show this practically. Batch mode. How to use this batch mode in a Python. Now see, this batch mode you can open from here only, from IDE only. Okay, actually what is IDE full form? I will tell you. IDE full form is actually IDE stands for Integrated Development Language Environment. Okay, IDE stands for full form Integrated Development Language Environment. Simply, this is called what? An editor. Editor where we can write our Python programs. Okay, where we can write and where we can execute our Python programs. And this ideally we are receiving whenever we install the Python software. We don't need to install a separate editor to write and to execute our Python programs. But however, later I am going to show to you one more real-time IDE where we can write our real-time programs. There we can do real-time projects also there. After a few days, I am going to show to you, okay, the real-time IDE also. But for a few days, we are going to use this default IDE, ideally, or default editor, okay, that is given by the Python developers or Python people. Okay, no? Right. So because we can use this ideally simple way and fast, we can run this program. I'll show to you. This is the interactive mode, as I said. Now let me show the batch mode. For this, you can just click on File menu. Here you can choose New File. You also can use the shortcut keys. Here are the shortcut keys are there. New file. Control plus N is a shortcut key. Click on this. Now see, I got a file. This is a file now. Okay. Here now we can start typing your program. Let me type print off. So try to observe how am I typing the Python programs and how am I saving and executing. Okay, carefully, because we are starting from very scratch. I said already, to learn Python, you no need to have any previous background skills, okay, like C or Java. Here I'm explaining to you from very first line. Okay, I'm explaining from very first line. That is why, listen carefully. So print off, let me take here, welcome to Python programming. Something like this is a message. After this, you can save. For example, okay, let me take one more. Okay, do one thing. First of all, I'll take only one line. Then after that, we'll save it. How to save file? There is a save option. Control S also you can use shortcut key this one. Okay. Save. Click on save. Let me save in any location. In your system, you will find some different locations, right? Desktop, C drive, D drive, or any other place also you can save. Right now on the desktop, I am saving. On the desktop, okay. Okay, on the desktop, I will save. Do one thing. I will create one folder here. Okay. Let me create one folder on the desktop. How to create? Right click, new folder. I am creating a folder on the desktop. In the Windows, right click, new folder. Click on this. And you can give some name for this folder. By default, new folder is there, the name for the folder. Now we can change to, for example, Python 4 p.m. Our class is 4 p.m. So let me give like this, Python 4 p.m. Okay. Right. After this, let me choose this folder to save our present program or present Python file. For this, we have to give the file name here. Okay. Let me give the file name. Let's give test.py. What is that here? File name is anything. You can use test or you can give any other name also. Try to provide some meaningful names. Okay. So test.py. Every Python file contains an extension .py. Okay. Anybody know why we have to use this file extensions? Like .py is a file extension. Like that, we can find for any file in the real time. You can take any file. Any file contains the extensions. Suppose, okay, anybody know why we have to use this extension? We'll see that. Anybody knows? It's a general question I'm asking to you. You people are using the mobiles.
It
The
shows the code in the file is in Python.
Come again.
The code in the file is written in the Python language. That's why we start doing.
Okay. Okay. Any other? Generally, I'm asking not only .py. You can take any other files. Anybody? Any answers? We'll see. Whatever you know, you can just tell me that. We'll see. Okay, it's a general question. Okay, someone has responded here. Okay, Python can read the file. Okay. I'm asking for any other file. I said for any other file. For example, MS Word. You know MS Word, right? Microsoft Word. Which contains what extension? Anybody know?
Doc.
DOC, right? DOC or DOCX. .doc or .docx. Like that. For images,
IMG.
IMG. Okay. Any other? .jpg, .png, yes or no? Like that. Same way, audio files, .mp3, video files, .mp4. If you observe, every file having an extension like this. These file extensions we use to identify what type of file is it. Understanding? That is why here also for our Python program, we are giving what .py, so that system is going to understand that this file is a Python file. Okay, now like that. So that is a story of the file extensions. So here .py I am using, but however in this case here, if you use ideally, this .py is optional because save as type is what is there here, Python files only. In case if you have by mistake text files, you have to compulsory change this to Python files. Or even though if you have text files, you have to give what here .py compulsory. Means actually by default here save as type is Python files only is there. In case if the save as type is Python files, you don't need to give what here .py. It will take automatically. Okay, right. So let me save like that. So save as type is Python files only is there. That's why just I'm giving only the file name is what here test only without giving any .py. So that it will take .py only automatically because of save as type is Python files. Click on save. Where I saved here, you also can see the location at the top here. You can see the location at the top where I saved here. Desktop, Python 4 PM. In that we have our file name is test.py. See, I did not give any py. It is taking because save as type is Python files is there. Okay, like that. So after that, we have to run it. Run option. Click on the run module. Or you can use shortcut key F5 also. Click on this option. See, welcome to Python programming. And this result is showing where in the Python shell only. See, it is ideally shell. In the ideally shell only, it is showing the result for you. You can close it. You can execute this any number of times. Okay. And we saved this file where desktop 4 PM. See, this is our file. Python file it is. Its size is 1 KB, very, very small size. Okay. Right, like that. Now, once again, what I do, let's add one more line. Let's take here Python by Mr. Venugopal Chari. It's my name. Okay. What I done in the existing program itself only, I added one more new line or one more statement of Python. Then just you can use Ctrl S. If you want to save this in the existing file only, then you can use Ctrl S only. Ctrl S, you know, right? Or if you want to keep it separate file, you can use what? Save as. For that, you can use test2 like that. In the test2, you can find these two statements. In the first test, you can find only the what? One line. Like that. That you know, right? Save and save as difference. The basics of, fundamentals of, MS Word. Okay, right. Now after that, here I saved. Okay, I saved here. So that this second line also saved in the what? First file only. Okay, first file only. Means these two statements are having the same file. Now run it. If I run, this time these two lines will execute. Understood? So whenever you are modifying, compulsory how to save. You can use Ctrl C as a shortcut key. Here semicolons are optional. Even if you semicolon, even if you use single quotes or double quotes, nothing will happen. See here. Here I am using semicolon, but previous I did not use. But this time I am using single quote for the second statement. Save it and run it. There is no change in the output. See, in the Python, even if you forget semicolon also, even if you use double quotes, single quotes also, program will work. I said Python is a flexible, right? Because if you take Java.NET, if you forget the semicolon, error. Instead of double quotes, if you use single quotes, error. But in the Python, it's not like that. Even though if you forget semicolon, nothing will happen. Even though if you use double quotes or single quotes, nothing will happen. Because why means sometimes newly people or who are very new to the programming, they may confusion at the starting. Do we need to use single quotes or double quotes? Many people don't know it is a semicolon. Some people will use what colon like this. It's a colon. It's a semicolon. So that lot of mistakes will be done by the the people who are new for the programming. I hope you people also experienced whenever you are working with a Java or C language. Most of the errors very first time, like 10 plus errors you may get. Okay, if you write addition of two values program. Okay, if you forget the semicolon, you may get see what 10 plus errors like that. That is due to commas, semicolons like that. Okay, so Python is actually syntactical free like that. So okay, right now this is a program, and again if you want to take one more program, now file, new file. Control N is a shortcut key. Let me take one more new file. Previous one if you want you can close it. Okay, right. Now here once again what I do, let's write a program to do the addition of the two values. Let me write this program very clearly step by step. Let's take here m equal to, you can take a, b, c, d, x, y, anything, or you can take simply p equal to some value, then q equal to some value, then next what, add equal to p plus q. Then we'll print all these. Print of p, print of q, print of add. That's it. This is our program. Now we have to save it. Control S. On the desktop, Python 4 PM by default it is showing, because previous I used same location. That's why it is showing that location only. Now here we can save our file or our program. Let me save it as addition.py. As I said, .py is optional right now because save as type is Python files only. Okay, if you want you can use, otherwise not required in this case. Save. Now it is saved here. Then after that we can run it. Run module 5, 10, 15. But actually I don't know which one is 5, which one is 10, which one is 15 exactly. So if you want to display messages also, you can display. How? Let me display the messages also. For example, here p value is like this. Same way, q value is q. Then addition. Addition is, or addition of p and q is like this. Save it. Control S. Now run mod. This time it's very clear. P value is 5, q value is 10, and addition of p and q is 15. This is called what actually? The batch mode. Which one is batch mode? This Python file only called here batch mode. Because why? Generally batch means what? For example, this is a Python batch. This Python class is called here one batch, right? Why we are calling here batch? Because in the Python class, there are some group of students. The group of students is called here one batch. Same way here also. So why we are calling this batch mode? Here we have group of statements. Group of statements or group of Python instructions. That is why it is called a batch. And all these instructions or statements will execute at a time in one go. That is why it is called here batch. We can execute all these statements with only one click. Okay, but previous if you observe the interactive mode, there we are writing the statement and pressing enter button. Statement, enter, statement, enter, statement, enter like that. One statement we are able to execute, where in the ideally. I shown na. So this one only ideally. This one only ideally, right? Okay, like here we are typing like this, one by one like this, one by one like this. Here we are executing one state at a time. But whereas here we are writing the set of statements at a time and we are executing at a time also. That's why it is called here batch mode. And here, what is the meaning of this module? Run module is there. Why not here only run? What is the meaning of your module?
Group of statements.
Not like that, I will tell you. Good. Statements not here. Exactly, module means, remember, see, today we are discussing some new terminologies. And next, in upcoming classes also, there are so many new terminologies we are going to receive. We are going to listen. You have to remember them. Okay, you have to remember them. So here module. Module means very important terminology. Until completion of your, until completion of your Python full stack, you have to remember this word. But still some people will forget. I will show the proof for you later. Okay, that's why I'm telling you. Module means what? Module, run module. What is a module? Module means Python file. What is that here? Python file. Not Python statements. Exactly, Python file is called here module. Okay, now what that Python file contains? Python instructions or Python statements or Python code, like which may contains like this. I said this P, Q are called here variables. I said na, we'll discuss in detail variable later. Don't worry. So P is a variable, Q is a variable, add is a variable. In this P we are storing 5, in the Q we are storing 10. In the add variable we are storing the result of P plus Q. Like that we also have some print. Print is what actually? Print is a predefined function that is given by the Python people only. This print we use to print any result of the Python program. We can print it different ways also. Right now I am using one way, but later after a few days I am going to tell you we have a separate topic, input output statements or input output functions. There I am going to explain in detail. There are some different ways to use this print. But right now just I am using one syntax of print here. Different ways, different styles we can print this. Okay, the result of program we can print different ways or different styles or different, you can say different syntax are there to use this print function. Okay, it is an inbuilt function. Okay, right. So I hope you understood. What is module I said? Tell me, anyone remember what is module I said?
Python file.
Yes, that is called here Python file. I said in the previous class also, if you are able to maintain one runtime nodes, you can maintain it. But however, I am going to share with you the nodes. Okay, but meanwhile, until receiving the nodes here, if you want to recollect, if you want to remember, please note some points at runtime of the class only. I'll discuss very slowly, don't worry. So, however, you are also receiving the recording at the time also, at least at the time of listening the recording session, you try to note some points in your own words, Okay, however, I'm going to share my notes also. Fine. This is what actually batch mode. Is it clear, guys? Interactive mode and batch mode are what here. Okay, so these are the two ways to write and execute our Python program. So interactive mode means that the Python shell, okay, we can just write our Python instructions and we can execute immediately without saving it. And this interactive mode, when to use, why we have to use means, if you want to test any Python instructions or if you want to execute any simple Python statements quickly without saving your program, then we can use this interactive mode. Understood, guys? But whereas batch mode means here we are writing the set of statements. Batch means here set of statements or group of statements. And here we are saving our Python program in one location, and after that we are running them. And tomorrow also you can open these files. These files are saved permanently in our system until you delete yourself. These are available on the desktop, Python 4 p.m. These files I saved. Tomorrow also I can use it. Tomorrow not. Until you delete also, we can use this. In your system also you can save. You can use these forever. Understood? Right. So these are the two modes of writing the Python program. Okay, now later I am going to show to you. For the first few days, we are going to use this interactive mode and batch mode. Okay, I shown this interactive mode. We can open in two ways, right? One is what? Using the command prompt. Yes or no? Using command prompt is one way. From here you can type Py or Python. Now here you can start typing the statements. Or one more way is what? Just you can explore in the Windows or any other Mac also. You can search about the Python. You can see here ideally. Okay, ideally. From this ideally also, we can use what? Python shell. From this ideally only, from this ideally shell only, we can open what here? Batch mode. File, new file. Don't confuse all these steps. That's why I'm revising. The first day, first day means like first day for programming, practical. Okay, in the previous session also, I shown the download installation. That is also practical. But here, practical means like how to write, how to save, how to execute our Python programs in different ways. This is a practical. Is it clear, guys? Okay. Right. Now, what is the full form of ideally? I said. Full form of ideally. Anyone remember? IDLE.
Integrated Development Language Environment.
Good. Integrated Development Language Environment. Okay, it is an editor where we write our Python programs or Python instructions and execute them. And this is coming along with our Python software. You know it installed separately. See, if you take the Java, if you take .NET, you have to install separate IDE. And there, you have to install separately. But here, without installation, only separate IDE, we are getting along with our Python software. Understanding? Like that. So, this is what about the interactive mode and batch mode. Next, one more very, very important. And see, if there is any question from the Python introduction part, means interview question, you can get from the features of Python. Okay. So features of Python, very, very important. As a programmer or as a developer, we have to understand, we have to remember all these features of Python. However, there are so many features are there, but these are the important features of Python. Important features. So what are the features here? First feature is Python is simple and easy. Second feature is free and open source. Third feature is high level programming language. Next, Python is general purpose programming language. Next, Python is platform independent or portable. Very, very important terminologies. Okay. Next, Python is dynamically typed programming language. Next, Python is procedure-oriented and object-oriented programming language. Next, Python is interpreted language or interpreted programming language. Next, Python is extensible, Python is embedded, and Python offers many modules or vast modules. To understand all this, it will take some time. I am going to explain each and every point once again with an examples and also some diagrams. Okay, there are some diagrams are there. some real-time examples also are there to understand all these features. So it's very, very important topic for us. So don't miss tomorrow. I'm going to explain these features. So tomorrow I'm going to explain all these one by one to you. Okay, now? So in the interview, they will ask any question from these features. Okay, maybe tell me or explain some features of Python also. There may be a chance of asking this question. Okay, that is why it's very, very important for us as a developer. We need to understand, we need to remember this one also, this topic also. And in the interview also, there may be a chance of asking any point. Okay, that's why we have to learn these features also. Okay, right, sir. Fine. So we'll try to close today. And if you have any doubts, please let me discuss. Okay. Any queries in today's session, guys? Any doubts? Sadia, you can wait here. You have some problem, no? We'll look at it. Okay. Anybody else
Sir, I just tasted it. It's working.
working? Yeah, that's what. Good. How you done?
Remember how you were showing that with the batch mode and the other mode? So I searched for it and I found it and I tasted
Good.
it. It's
That's
working.
right. It worked.
And
Good.
it just like you have to write Python 3.14. Like you have to mention the version, I think, in the Mac.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Thank
hope
you.
fine. Good. It will work. Don't worry. Yeah, fine. Any other queries, sir? Okay. See, in case whenever you are okay, just now we started Python, don't worry. But next in the upcoming sessions also, after features, this features is only theory. But after these features, now we are going to enter into the part 2. Part 2, fundamentals of Python. Very, very important again. There we can see the practical. Okay, totally practical we are going to see. Okay. So, however, tomorrow don't miss. It's very, very important topic for us. Okay. So, any other queries? Any doubts? Okay, fine then. So, tomorrow, please be there by sharp at 4 p.m. in the evening. Okay, same time. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. You can leave session, guys, for the day.